NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit. Of what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Finding space at the 40. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Okay, right.
They run it again with Kamara. Brought down at the 20.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because of zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Herbert off of play action. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 55 rushing yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Carry now for Elliott. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Williams brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got him. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. A 5-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now the try here for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That would cut downfield by Howard. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Tyler Boyd, as time expires in the first half. Well, the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point safely through, and that makes our score 17-0. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field that do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Herbert's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On play action, they'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Second and 4. Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton, 28 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. It completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Herbert on first down now. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
At the 13-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 13 yards out. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. After, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try... The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.